Yes, I am back. It's Matsimus here, your one and only. Thank you for joining me on today's video. I have returned from my adventures with the Canadian Armed Forces, now as a fully fledged gunner of the Royal Canadian Artillery. I'm extremely proud to be a part of this new family, and the course was a challenge, I'm not going to lie, and we're going to talk a little bit about it today. The footage that you're looking at right now, unfortunately, is not of my course. This is stock footage from the Canadian government. Sadly, when it comes to training, going on courses, and media policy of the Canadian Armed Forces, I cannot share what I wish to share, the footage that I have for my own personal use, because it's something that the media policy does not allow for. Now, hopefully in the near future, I'll be able to discuss with some of my chain of command if I can release some of that footage. As of right now, I'm playing it very safe, so I apologize for this background footage, but it is just giving you a bit of an idea of the kind of things, pretty much all of the things that we're involved in trying to train to become an artillery gunner. Now, a lot of people asked me during the course, Matsimus, is this a hard course? Is it something, different or similar to the British Armed Forces? We're going to talk a little bit about that today. But the main primary focus of this video is to really emphasize how damn proud I am and how, honored I am now to be a part of a new family in the military world, and that is a combat arms. Previously I was attached to combat arms in the Royal Electrical and Mechanical Engineers, whether it be in Afghanistan or just training, whatever it may be, but now I'm part of a specific combat branch with the artillery, and that's something special to me because it's a whole new world. For me, it was the passion and the pride that some of these staff had with the regiment that really kind of brought to arms the point that you're part of something really important, something that is bringing that support, that firepower, that requirement to the battlefield that no one else can. When people are asking for that support, you are their lifeline. You are their number one requirement at that moment in time. And if you cannot get those rounds on target, or you cannot get that support to them, you are failing in every possible way and potentially killing people. The staff were very, very good at what they did. They were hard on us, which is good. I like it that way. I will expect nothing less. One of the funny moments, of course, was when some of the staff, and actually most of the guys in the course itself, realized I was a YouTuber. I'm like, oh god, this is really embarrassing. But we had a good laugh at it. They had a good crack at me, like, oh, come on, you got to tell us your YouTube name. And I shared it around a little bit. Even some of the staff were like, oh my god, you're a YouTuber. So kind of embarrassing, but I'm sure some of them are watching this video right now. So, again, I have to be a little bit careful as to, the kind of things I'm discussing too, because at the end of the day, it is a course, and, we don't kiss and tell. There's a lot of people that are going to be qualifying to become gunners in the near future. I don't want to really spill too much of the beans here, folks. You should really be going into course expecting what you need to know, and that's about it. I don't really want to spoil it for you. Also for the fact that, every course is different. Every staff member will be different, and I don't like commenting on staff. It's just not the way to be. But it was a really challenging course, very, very well made, very well compressed into the time period that we had. And I learned a hell of a lot. Very happy to know that I can safely say I'm proficient on the gun to be able to put rounds down range, pull that lanyard, load her up again, operate that sight and all the other ancillaries that go with that sight to be able to put a fire mission down and support potentially troops in the future if needs be. Some other really cool highlights of going on course was able to do a couple of visits. One of the first visits that we were able to do whilst we were there is to go visit an actual Royal Canadian Horse Artillery Regiment, have a tour of the facility, look at some of the equipment that's being used by an operating regular force unit. Really impressive, really cool to see. We had a very highly trained staff member that was able to go through the M777 howitzer and go through how its operation works. Of course, I myself am not trained in the M777. I hope to God in the future I'm able to be, because that thing is badass. When you actually see those things up front and personal, and you see the breech, you see the size of the barrel and the capabilities it has, outstanding. And I would love to qualify on M777. Not too sure if that's going to be the case for me as a reservist soldier, but let's keep fingers crossed, shall we? But it was awesome seeing the regiment. Met some of the other soldiers there, part of that regiment. They are very, very good at what they do. They know what they're doing. They actually supported us whilst we were on our training portion of the field exercise, which was amazing. Being our recce troops, actually putting out the the sighting system to be able to lay in the guns. Very, very great support there. So if any of you are watching this, thank you very much for your support. It really does mean a lot for me as an aspiring gunner and now trained gunner. Back then, it was just an honor to have you guys support us, so thank you very much. So yeah, it was really cool to actually go and see, an operational Reg Force unit as an artillery unit. And the second visit that we were actually able to go and see was the Royal Canadian Artillery Museum, which was really fascinating. I love my history, as you're well aware with my channel. I'm going to be doing a lot more of sort of regimental history of many other units, other than just, the Royal Canadian Artillery. There's going to be a lot of different videos coming out in the future. But when you actually start to see, the history behind the artillery and the kind of things that have been happening throughout the ages, it's just incredible. It really, really is. You see some of the equipment, the firepower that was used back then, and also some of the hardships that gunners were put through back in those days. It's outstanding. When you walk through that museum, I was totally humbled to be around that kind of history and to see and hear and read of all the different experiences that these gunners have gone through and persisted through being in any kind of combat situation. It's just very touching. I'm not going to lie, I know that sounds very cliche and kind of, for some of you, quite cringy, but until you start to be a part of a new family like that, and you be accepted into that family, and you look at histories of those who have been in that family, it really does, it's a touching moment, and I just was really, really glad to be able to go visit that. But overall, folks, it was just an outstanding experience. I am very blessed to say that I was able to attend, and I know a number of people who are watching this video are actually on the course that I was on, and I want to thank every single one of you for attending the course with me. We had our ups and our downs for sure. We had some tough times, we had some good times. We all took it with a pinch of salt, we got on with it, and we qualified as gunners. So I want to thank every single one of you if you're watching this video today. You made my course a lot more enjoyable. As I said, we had our rough moments, of course. That's going to happen. But we are now through the thick of it and able to be gunners, which is a fantastic moment for us all, I'm sure. So I am back, folks, back in the thick of things, both full-time back at civilian work, which is, I'm not going to lie, after going on a beautiful army course like that, very hard to get back into, but I will eventually get there. I'm also going to start pushing out some more videos for you all, so you can go and check them out, hit the like button, all that good shenanigans. We're going to do some more gaming. We're definitely going to be doing a lot more military equipment reviews. I will talk to my chain of command to see if I can try and get some of the footage of my course and the gunnery put online, but I can pretty much safely say it's going to be a no-show for that. I'd much rather be on the side of caution than anything else. We're going to do more live streams, of course. A lot of you have been saying that you want more live streams, doing some gaming or just some talk-throughs, whatever else it may be. So stay tuned for that. If you have any requests of videos that you want me to do, please feel free to leave it in the comments section today. But that is it for me today, folks. So, Gunner Matsimus is signing off. And hopefully we'll have a lot more experiences for me to share with you with my Canadian Armed Forces career and being a gunner in the near future. I appreciate you all stopping by today, and yes, me being back, we're going to get a lot of entertainment content out for you in the near future here, so bear with me, let me know what you want, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. All the best, bye-bye. It's gone through its quality control. There's no hazardous rusty nails gonna give us tetanus. It's all okay.
Well, this is kind of...
That's just aesthetics.
Yeah. It's fine. That'll pop right out.
Rich mahogany.
It's
willow.
It's for aerodynamics.
Yeah. You can tell it's willow by the way it is.
By the way it is. Yeah, that's pretty neat.
Got not broken, rustic look. Yeah.
Most modern benches don't use nails anymore.